I've had to push back the start of term for new pupils to February, but instead of sitting there staring at your guitar, imagining what it might be like to play it, here is a simple exercise you can start practicing today that will give you a head start for when you finally do start your lessons. So what you need first is your instrument and to set it on your knee. Now some people like to play the guitar like this. I prefer like this, whatever way you find most comfortable. The great thing is, with this exercise, you don't even have to tune the guitar, because what we're going to do is take our left hand and just place it across the strings to mute to them. That means instead of playing a note like this, it'll sound like this. Then you want to take your guitar pick. You want to get a nice firm grip on it, but still leave enough at the top for picking. So don't hold down at the bottom where you're going to drop your pick, but at the same time, don't leave too little to pick with. What you want, I'd say, is a nice firm grip at the bottom, and then maybe about a centimetre to half a centimetre to a centimetre to pick with. Now, the picking motion, you want to leave your hand nice and loose and sort of floating above the strings, and it shouldn't come from the wrist. It should come really from the shoulder the whole way down through your elbow and into the wrist, and it should be nice and gentle. So you're not doing this kind of key turning in the lock motion with your hand. That's far too much movement, and that's an easy way to hurt yourself. What you want is just this nice kind of bounce, which you see, you feel it a wee bit in the shoulder, comes down the arm, through the elbow, you see a bit of movement in the elbow, come down. And yeah, there's a wee bit of movement in the wrist, but it's just this kind of nice bounce. So you're not trying to turn the key in a lock, you're doing that sort of cool guy finger clicking motion. But, you know, don't click your fingers or you'll drop the pick. Now this rhythm picking exercise has 3 variations. And the first variation starts on the E string. You pick down on the low E string, up on the D string, down on the G string, then up on the B string. That's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. The second variation is a little different. This time we start by picking down on the A string. You pick down on the A string, up on the D string, down on the G string, and up on the B string. That's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. The third variation is quite different. You start with a down pick on the D string. You pick down on the D string, up on the G string, down on the B string, and up on the E string. That's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now the real trick to this exercise is that you want to play it to a steady rhythm. And for that, you will need a metronome. Now you don't need a fancy clockwork metronome like mine. There are any number of free apps that will do the trick, or even if you just type metronome into Google, that will bring one up. And what you want to do is set it to 80 beats per minute. And with that nice steady rhythm, what you want to do is pick 2 notes per every tick of the metronome. So played at full speed, the first variation goes like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. The second variation goes like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. The third variation goes like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. That might seem a little fast to begin with, but don't try and slow the metronome down and then pick up the speed as you get the hang of it. And don't try to, rush ahead and set it to a faster speed once you get the hang of it. Just keep that steady 80 beats per minute, and that'll help you build this accuracy in your right hand. Pick a different variation every day and practice it for at least 5 minutes. Then in 3-4 weeks time, when lessons begin, you'll already have that right hand accuracy and a sense of rhythm that will give you a head start for anything that you want to play.